Hi. What's up, Pipsqueak? What's up, Pipsqueaks? What are you doing? You trying to get up here? You trying to climb up? Oh, you're having a panic attack. Don't do it. You're having a freak out. You're having a freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Oh, Lord. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Oh, jeez. Come on, Mama. Chill out. Chill out, homie. Hello, Sprite. Hi, Berlin. Thank you. Can you not invert the camera on here? I just now realized that. Hey, can this go? Hello, Baby Dove. Hello, Brittany. Hello, Tracy. Oh, there we go. Oh, hi. Hello, Karen. How? Hello, Giselle. Dang, this guy's attacked. Attacked by a mocha. Who's this? Is this Mama? Well, come here, you psycho. You gotta come here, you little psycho girl. Come on. Hello, Amy. Hello, Aaron. Thank you. What's wrong? What's wrong, Mama? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Jeepers. Ugh. Hi, Sarah. Yes, I did. Molly's playing hard to get. Hi, Leslie. Is she my favorite dog? They're all my favorite dogs. I love all my dogs. I love Ma equally. Are all your fans female? Actually, yeah. The majority of my my following here are female, like an overwhelming amount. And then I think I have more female followers on TikTok as well. You worried me. I thought, oh, I was trying to go live earlier, but my stupid internet was like not oh, great, hold on. Operating. So I was holding off and waiting until I can try again. So, sewing 9 bow ties and 1 regular tie right now. So this was a perfect. You're sewing bow ties? That's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever worn a bow tie. Have I? I don't think I have. I've worn regular ties. What do you got to say? What do you want to offer? Anything? You want to say anything or no? You're just going to look away and be side-eye and be creepy Molly? Creepy Mama? She's doing much better. She is getting better every day. She is like now able to call us on the phone and talk to us and everything. So she is vastly improving. I don't know when she's going to be out, though. What's up, Rachel? For my grandma-in-law's funeral, yellow roses were her favorite flowers, so I found. Oh, that's cool. But no, she's doing significantly better. Every single day, she just gets better and better. We don't have like a timetable, though, on when she'll actually be home. Probably not any time in the next soon. No, not a stroke. She went in, and it was like a. They initially said it was like some kind of horrible infection, but they didn't know where it was coming from. But then that kind of went away, and then she had a heart attack in the hospital. So she had that, and then she also her kidneys were beginning to like crap out on her again, like that happened just a couple months ago. But when I saw her yesterday, her kidney functions were, they said, actually better than normal, and her heart was back to relatively normal. And then she still had a feeding tube in because she had the breathing tube in for so long that she was having a really hard time getting food down. That might have changed today, though. I'm not sure. But she's talking, she's answering questions, she's communicating, and all of that. So she's doing far better than she was literally just a couple of days ago. No chihuahuas. No. Do you want a chihuahua brother or sister? No, not so much. I understand. They're cute though, Mama. But yeah, we don't. They haven't told us like any kind of time frame. Hello, Miss Meow Meow. Meow Meow. Oh, okay, Rai. Come here. No, don't climb on the table. Oh Jesus, no, Lola, no, Lola, no. Ugh. Riley gets so grumpy. Oh, stop. No. Oh, Jesus. Don't start. Don't start. No. For the love of Peter, Paul, and Mary. Stop it, you. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I know. You're chat. I know. Shh. Zip. Use my little cuddle book. My cat hears your voice and thinks it's bedtime. Oh, have fun at work, Aaron. This is Riley. This is Mr. Riley boy. And the barker is Mocha. Charlie, what are you doing, dude? Charlie's being a spaz. Hold on. Mocha. Lola. Charlie. Hi, loaders. Ow! Your claws are sharp. What are you doing, Charles? What do you got, Charlie? You got a ball? Hey. Oh, there's Grumpy Rai. Charlie, where's your ball? Listen, lady. Listen, you. Oh, God. Oh, hello. Hi, Charlie. There's a whole lot of Charlie face for you. Hi. You want to catch? Here. Go get it. Ready? Oh, you had another ball in your mouth. That's cheating. Thank you. Charlie just butts his way into everything. Okay, he's just burrowing his way in. Oh yeah, the whacker case. That one's crazy. Charlie gives no fluffs. This is accurate. No fluffs at all. He's like, this is Charlie's place. So he always has 2 tennis balls with him. He has to have 2, and he always has to have one in his mouth and one he can go chase. That's like his thing. I always tell him to. He knows when I say drop it. He'll drop the ball so that I can throw it to him so he can actually catch it. But he just has to have 2. You're obsessive, aren't you, Mr. Charles? This dude crazy. No take, only throw. I did get my hair cut. I did. I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just get it all off. It's hot. It's summer. Summer's here now in Arizona. So I'm not going to have that 4 pounds of just heavy hair on my head. Charlie likey the balls. He sure does. You good? Mocha's upset. He's growling at Charlie. These dogs, they don't get along. No attitude. What are you doing? This fucking... Stop, you can't climb on the table, you freak. Okay, just, come right up. Just come right up on the desk. Yep, that's fine. Hi. There's some mocha floof. What's good, dude? What are we doing? This is not how we conversate. James and Emily want to go get a dog. Oh, I understand why. I get it. Hello, Alex. Oh my God, there's also a Mocha head. Mocha, just, dude, bruh. What are you? You just can't climb up here. Okay. No. Get your little fanny down, you psycho. No. Get down. What do you think you're doing? Go. Back. Jesus. This fucking dog. You good? No. Stop it. You're bad. Jeez. That guy's rude. Just butts his way in. He is clingy. You're clingy. You got clingy problems. He don't care. He just yawned at me. Are you yawning? What? Wait, you want to fight? No, I'm just kidding. Take it back. It wasn't a real threat, brah. God, yeah, Mocha's running this beast. Bruh, no, get down, you freakazoid. Stop it. This isn't Mocha time. Yeah, just sit down. Hi, Charlie. Look at him just sitting there waiting. You're sitting so handsome. You're just what? What you waiting for? Did you present a tennis ball to me? No. Uh-oh. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charles. Paw. Charlie, get paw. Charlie, shake. Charlie, shake. No, you're not going to show him your tricks? Okay, that's fine. You can be a jerk. He's a good boy. Mokers. What are you doing? Hello, Charles. Hello, Charles. What are you doing? Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Where's your ball go? Where go? Go get it. Get your ball. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Go on. Go get a ball. Oh, your tail is lethal. Okay. You're going to be a spaz? That's fine. All right. Okay. What is this? What are you doing? Hi. What are you... Charlie, you can't do drugs before I go on live streams, bud. You're a spazoid. You're a spazoid. Yes, you are. You're the biggest spazoid in the world. Hi, yes. My mom is doing significantly better. Still at the hospital, but she is doing much better. Vastly improved, for sure. Everything seems to be going up in the positive direction, flattening out, if you will, in a positive way. Oh my God, stop. God, this dog hit every button. These motherfuckers. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, boom, 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 boom. What is today? Today's Tuesday. How's everyone? Right? Today's Tuesday. How's everyone's Tuesday? I never know what day it is anymore. The days just blend in. It's like one long Friday. Thank you, Robin. I'm not sure if she's watching this from the hospital or not. I know she can't see the chat because she never has been able to, but she may be watching. I don't know. Peter Snell is just out of view. Look at that guy. Peter Snell. Boom. Right there. Right there. Busy Tuesday. I thought it was Thursday. That's how it's going. To be fair, I didn't know what day it was, so you're better off than me. Oh, it's Wednesday in South Australia. Well, happy tomorrow to you. Watching this while sewing is my break. Hey, breaks are breaks. Adam is making a new revamped owl shirt It's going to be less. It's not going to have the owl did it like phrase on it, but it's like a really snarky looking owl with the staircase kind of built. It's kind of cool. But yeah, he'll be. He's currently working on it. He just put a whole bunch of new designs out. I'm glad my mom's doing better as well. Yes. Didn't seem so good at first. So this is. How old is Charles? He is 8, actually. He's an old man. He didn't hear me. He's deaf. Charles in charge of the pups and the dogs. You want to wear a sweater like everyone in Charles in Charge did? No? Okay, your whole coat is a sweater. Boom, 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 boom. Sure. We don't know when she'll be back. They haven't given us a timetable. When I was there yesterday, the heart doctor said that when she is ready to, I guess, when she's more healthy, they want to do like an angiogram to see if perhaps she needs more stents or possibly bypass. Not as like they think she does. They just want to do it in a precautionary thing while they have her there, kind of thing. Because she had quadruple bypass surgery back in the 90s, and then she had stents put in a few years back. Hello in Granbury, Texas. I've never heard of Granbury before. Yeehaw! Yeehaw, Pilgrim. I don't know why I said Pilgrim. Howdy doody, Pilgrim. I want a cuckoo wackadoo shirt. Let's forget about your husband's credit card. Yeah, I think Adam's gonna send me one so I can have one. A cuckoo wackadoo. If you've never heard of it, it must be safe. That's probably true. That's a good point. Your dogs are 14 and 13. Okay. Yeah, we have like my oldest, Roxy, she's 15. So I know how that is. Just kidding, Charles. You're not old. You're middle-aged. You're a middle-aged man who runs into walls trying to catch a tennis ball. You big goober. I called him out. Hey, thanks, Leslie. I appreciate you. Thank you. Charles in charge of the pups. Great, that song's in my head. Boom, 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 boom. Now that song's in my head forever. Please let us know when your mom is back home. Oh, you work for my mom. Yeah, when she's home, I'll obviously make some kind of video or announcement or something. You worked with her at the library. She was there for a long time. I don't know if she's watching this, but she wouldn't be able to see your chat, unfortunately. She has her phone and her tablet at the hospital, so I just don't know if she's gets alerts or anything. You have 14 black cats? That's a lot of bad luck, right? Do you know what brand of t-shirts? What does this say? Is that... I can't read backwards. I can't read it. Whatever that says. Gildan? Okay. Now, I've never heard of that brand, but that's what all these merch shirts are made out of. Galadriel? Something like that. I don't know. Seeing a dog get older. I know. I don't like watching Roxy get older. But she's still kicking it. Gildan is a popular. Is it really? I've never heard of them before. So, but their shirts are super comfortable. All the shirts I have, my own, like my merch shirts are, they're soft, they're comfortable, and they don't ever seem to, like shrink or anything. How's the Honda? It's good. I really haven't driven it super much. I've only actually driven my car maybe 3 times since I got it almost a month ago. Just sitting in the garage, just sitting there for ready to go for the next time I need to drive it somewhere. Gotta have a car. I don't know. Do I really need a car? Yes. But it just sucks that I don't drive it very much. Grr. That's what happens when you don't leave the house. I've got 8 dogs, actually. We have 8 dogs in the house. Hey, my black cats keep people away. Hey, well, that's true. Good point. There you go. You're a passenger princess? Yeah, I drove to the hospital in the car. That's about all I've used it for. So I just don't drive anywhere. I never have a reason to, except I guess now. What kinds of dogs? Like Charlie's a golden retriever, Lola's a pit bull, Mocha's a Mudai, I never know how to say it. And then Roxy, Molly, Riley, and Casey, they're all rescue mutts, and they're all like mixed breeds as well, and we never really knew what they were. Then Bo, I forgot what Bo is. Oh, I like dachshunds. Dachshunds are cute. I'm driving my dad for a while. He fell last Saturday. Aw. Well, good for you for driving him around. Do you live with any other humans? Oh, yeah. Hey, Jules. Hey, thanks, Aaron. You're awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so there are 4 humans total in this house and 9 animals. 8 dogs and a cat. And then me, my mom, my dad, and my niece. Love the haircut. Thank you. Chopped it all off yesterday. Said, good riddance, hair. Good luck growing back, even though it will in the next probably a week. Mom is definitely getting better. Muchos better. Absolutely. Thank you, Jules. You rock. Appreciate ya. Molly, Lola, Riley, Charlie, Mocha, Roxy, Casey, and Bo. Yes. Bo, I think, is spelled B-E-A-U. That's how my niece spells it, I think. But, yeah. Those are all the names. And then the cat's name is Louie. Louie. Louie, Louie. Louie. Who's snoring? That's Lola. Lola's a snorer. Every time you hear, like, loud snoring in the background of any of my videos, that's Lola. She's a deep, deep sleeper and one heck of a snorer. She's making a snorer. Bo as in boyfriend? I guess. Oh yeah, Bo. Oh, I see. You're like, oh, Mom, this is my Bo. See? Well, I was gonna, I wanted to do this game. Oops, my bad. It's not really a game that we can like play, but it's a funny game. But the problem is I can't invert, I can't invert the screen. So I can't like show you like what it says. So like the game is called Oops, My Bad, and so basically you take one card that's like an inbox, like your text message inbox, and then you read that, and then you pick a random response to make like a funny story. Basically, it's kind of like Cards Against Humanity, that kind of thing. But usually I like to show the cards so that you guys can read them, but I can't invert this like I can on TikTok. That's really annoying. I don't know why. Oh, I'm sorry, Jules. That sucks. I'm sorry. Oh, shit, dude. What are you doing, bruh? Dang. Whoa. You have a bad dream? Alright. Hey. What? This motherfucker. What are you doing? Who are you? What? This dog. I think this dog has had a nightmare and just got all scared. Spooked and ran away. Mokesters. Mocasita. Mocha choca. Mocha loca. Mocha choca. That's Mocha. He's got an attitude. He's a barker. He likes to use his voice. And he basically... Yeah, I'm talking about you. He likes to talk a lot. To a point where he actually basically lost his voice for like a week. Where he's like, hi, 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 hi. Like he was having a hard time barking. Because he barks a lot. What the fuck? Hey, attitude. Go, attitude, dude. Oh, that's right, walk away. What was he doing to you, Lola? Was he messing with you? Girl? Lola's. Lola girl. Oh my goodness. I know, you missed your grandma, huh? Hey, Charles. Ferrets are adorable. I love ferrets. They're so stinking cute. Oh, you're training a dog to be a service dog. That's pretty cool. I worked at a pet store many years ago. And we had ferrets. And I just loved playing with them because they are so cool. What? Oh, God. Okay, hold on. What do you got? Got a ball? All right, ready? Go get it. Go get it. Ready? Good boy. What a show off. You're a show off. Hello. Hello, babies. Who's a good boy? Charlie also demands pets. Every time he catches a ball and you say good boy, he turns around so that you can pet him. He's like, all right, I've done good. Now pet me, please. Baby sloths are cute. Baby sloths are cute. Sloths are like all the rage. When I was working at the baby store, up until recently, like sloths were like the thing for like babies. Like in terms of like sloth toys, sloth designs on things, sloths on clothes, sloth stuffed animals. Like they were like all the rage. Like it's weird how like animals come into like trends when it comes to like designs on things. It was really weird. Goodbye, baby store. Bye, baby. Yeah, sloths. Dogs and yeah, dinosaurs are a classic, and dogs on like baby clothes and whatnot. Hi, Tina. But yeah, like in the past, I don't know, year or so, we sold like sloths on pacifiers, sloth teether toys, sloth pacifier holder clips, sloths on clothing. Like it's yeah, it's for some reason sloth was the trending animal for baby products. And then always dinosaurs and dogs, but then there's always like one additional animal that's like all the rage. Like for a while it was elephants, then giraffes, and now it's sloths. I guess. Kind of weird, whatever. You do you, boo. You do you. Sloths are cute. I hear they're stinky and kind of gross, but they're cute. They're cute from afar to look at. And they're so slow. Like, geez, pick up the pace. Am I gonna dye my hair? Probably not. No. I just cut my hair just because I couldn't stand the mop on my head. You could have flipped me over and mopped the whole floor with me. And it still wouldn't have been soaked up all the way. You good, Loaders? Got a bad scratch. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus. You good? Ugh. You alright? I wonder if YouTube is censoring my question because I've asked twice. Oh, what's your question? Making a barber. Sloths grow algae on their back. That's gross, I think. Right? That's disgusting. I heard they're really smelly. Like they're stanky. How do you, personal opinion, feel? I don't have a favorite serial killer. I don't think anyone should. Bro, are you good? Jesus, Lola's like hacking up a lung over here. What's up, Ruth Ann? Ruth Ann. Ruth Ann in the house. Yeah, in terms of like any murderers or serial killers or anything like that, yeah, I don't have a favorite. You know, like there's true crime cases that I find fascinating. That like the Making a Murderer case and several other cases that I find like really interesting. But no, I don't have a favorite. I think it's kind of strange having like a favorite killer or serial killer or anything because they were bad. I'm shocked you're still on. I've only been on for 33 minutes. You're running out of things to watch. I mean, Jesus. I mean, the true crime shows. It's kind of hard to say because I think I've seen most of the ones that you guys have all seen. The one I watched recently was Still Missing Morgan. That one was on Hulu, I believe. That one's about Morgan Nick. And that story also talks about the Jacob Wetterling case. It's 4 episodes long, and they're each like 50 minutes to an hour long or something like that. So it was really good. Unfortunately, there's no closure in the end because Morgan Nick is still missing. But so if you like shows with closure, that may not be the best one. Have you heard about the surviving roommates being subpoenaed? Yes, I did hear about that from the whatever his name is, Kohlberg or whatever the hell his name is, saying that this person has evidence about Brian Kohlberger not being the killer, which is just asinine to even think. Oh, you don't have Hulu where you're at? Oh, I don't know if you can watch. I don't know if you can watch Still Missing Morgan anywhere else. I'm not sure if it was a Hulu exclusive. I just know that's where I watched it. Yeah, no, the Wacker case is super interesting. It's quite possibly to me one of the more terrifying ones that I've told. The and the reason why is because it's like I hate, like, there's movies like The Strangers, right, where, home invasions, that kind of thing. I think it's terrifying. So like the Wacker one is just like, I don't know, it's so creepy because someone was doing all that to that little cute elderly couple. For what reason? It's just so creepy. Ugh, gives me the heebie-jeebies. And like, if they were capable of doing that to like an old couple, who else would they have done it to? You listen to Police Scanners? Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. I understand why you would do that. Yeah, for sure. The knife sheath. What was that one for? The knife sheath, Freebird. I must have missed the first part of that. Yeah, the old lady, Dorothy Wacker, she got attacked twice. I feel kind of bad because, the Koberger case, doy. Oh my god, sorry, I'm talking about like 1,000 things. Yeah, Dorothy Wacker was attacked twice, and everyone kept saying like, oh, maybe it was her husband doing it all the whole time. And I just don't understand why they would think that the husband would do that. For what reason? It just seems so silly. But anything like the strangers in real life is just so creepy to me. A true crime case doesn't always have to have murder in it to be like really, really scary. Nowadays, you really can't do that kind of thing. Like the whole phone call thing, like, because the Wackers were getting those phone calls, about with the breathing, like the on the other end, or like the threats. Like nowadays, you can't do that because cell phones exist, and really you can't go running around someone's house knocking on the walls because everyone is armed to the teeth, and that's just, you're asking for it. So it's just like, those stories you don't really see much these days. Nor should there. I mean, I don't want those stories to actually happen, but they're just so scary. They're so scary. And they number 3 times. 3 different times, and that person's still called, which makes me believe it's someone they know really well who did it. Hi, Carol. My mom's doing good. She's doing much, much, much better. We don't know when she's coming home, though. It probably won't be for a while, but they are taking very good care of her. And they're bringing her back, which is awesome. Had to be, yeah, I think it is someone they knew, the Wackers. I think it's, oh God, like the whole like changing the phone number thing. I'm like, only a limited amount of people know that. So those are your suspects. Someone busted out our windows and knocked on our front door. Oh, that's scary. Did you scream, Ruth Ann? No, thank you. It's awesome to see you smile. Oh, thanks. Trying. Trying to smile. Not like that movie Smile, though. The horror movie with everyone smiling. Speaking of smiling, has anyone ever watched that show called From? It's called From. That's the name of the show. From. It's on Amazon Prime, and it's like really good. If you like the show like Lost, or you like, there's another show called So basically, From is like a combo between Lost and Wayward Pines to me. So it's about this little town where people somehow get into this town, and once they're in it, they can't leave it. If they try driving out, it goes back in a circle somehow. They're like in this weird place where they physically cannot leave this town. And then they don't know why they're there, and they all came in the same way, but from all over the country. So like, and they don't know where this town is, where they're in. And the other weird thing is whenever it's dark out, they have to all go inside and close their windows and their blinds, because there's like these weird creatures that look like people who like come up to your window and like smile at you and like try to get you to invite them in. And if they succeed, they go and just kill everyone. And they like rip the people to shreds. Like absolutely annihilate the people. And I don't have the foggiest fucking clue what's going on, but it's like, oh, this is pretty legit. But yeah, it's like Lost, and even has one of the characters from Lost in it. And then there's an old show called Wayward Pines, if anyone's ever seen that before. That lasted a couple of seasons, so it's like a combo of that. But like, they don't know if they're like in some, maybe they all died and they all ended up in this weird place, or what. I don't know. But it's good. Like the window. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Like from Salem's Lot. Yeah. You can tell like that show definitely has pulled things from other like horror genre movies and shows. It's interesting. It's an interesting show. Has anyone ever seen Wayward Pines? Does anyone know that show, or am I the only one who knows that show exists? I've been watching From since it was on. I didn't even realize it was a show until just the other day. How scary is From? Like, it will raise my blood pressure. You're asking the wrong guy, because I don't get scared in movies or shows, really, like ever. I don't personally think it's scary, but I know other people think it's really scary. I'm not. Never seen Wayward Pines. So yeah, basically Wayward Pines is another show where people somehow suddenly ended up in this weird town, and no one knows how they got there or why. But then also there's monsters on the outside. They can't leave this area or they'll be murdered by these monsters. And it like turns out that because they all thought they were in like present day and were kidnapped and brought to this town somehow. But it turns out like they were all like 4,000 years in the future somehow. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's definitely more psychological From. And the only gory stuff is when they show the aftermath of these like when the monsters kill people. The aftermath is pretty gnarly. Like there's people like with just their insides ripped out. But you don't really see the actual action of it happening. How'd they get into the future? So basically, the people in Wayward Pines were, if I remember correctly, they were kidnapped or drugged or something and put in these, cryogenic chambers. And then like slowly each of them were woken up and put into this town, but the last thing they remember is the last time they were in their present day, and so they think that in Wayward Pines they're in the present day, and they just don't know what the hell. But in reality, they were all kidnapped and put in cryogenic chambers against their will, in order to basically keep humanity going, because something about the present day, like something was going to happen, they knew something was going to happen, and a whole bunch of people were going to die, so they were like taking the best of the best people to like preserve them, but without their like knowledge or permission. But it's an interesting show. It was I think it got a little too weird. Kind of like I'm sure how From will be after the first season, because I know they're on season 2 now. I'm like, it's probably going to get really like convoluted at a point. They're probably going to try to over explain everything, or I don't know. Have you you have to like or love Midnight Mass then? I've never actually seen Midnight Mass. I've heard about it. I've never actually seen it. Lost was super weird. Yes, it was. Lost is one of those love it or hate it type show. Or actually, no, not really. I think. Oh no, it is. I guess it is kind of love it or hate it because there's people who were there from the beginning, and then just sort of stuck it out until the end. They're like, and most of us were like, I think I like this show, but I can't explain it to anyone. Like none of us knew what was actually happening, even now. It's just a very polarizing show, Lost. I think they just didn't know what their plan was from the get-go. I think their premise of a group of plane crash survivors on this really bizarre island had a really great, baseline, but then they're like, oh shit, now we gotta do other weird things. I gotta put a polar bear out there on this island. We gotta make time travel and, shapeshifters and a smoke monster. Say that out loud, it makes me sound like a crazy person. They have him on tape. Wait, who was on tape saying disturbing things? I must have missed that part. Good night, Jules. Thank you again, Jules. Do do boo do boo burr 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 bump beating bump boobity boom. New movie, Winnie the Pooh. Oh, I want to see Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I really do. I don't think the Lost writers thought the show was going to work. I know. When Lost premiered, I don't think they were expecting it to become like a global success from the get-go. And the fact that it did, and then ABC was like, "Yeah, we're giving you a season 2." Then they're like, "Oh, okay." It's like, well, guess we got to make up some weird shit. Uh-oh. Wow. Wow, wow. Charlie, stop it. God. I believe From was a canceled show from a different network. Was it? I didn't know that. I only just now found out it was even a show. We're talking about the man who killed the 2 teenage home invaders. Oh, yeah. The guy who, that's the, on Thanksgiving, I forgot his name. I covered his case before. He deliberately hit his truck to basically get those kids into his house, I think. Or not those kids specifically, just whoever was breaking into homes. God, what was his name? He had like a really old... he had like a really old person name. I can't remember what it was. Oh, Byron Smith. Byron Smith. The horror movie is The Banana Split. I think we're all going to have old people names, hopefully. Well, that's probably true. The Banana Splits and Willy's Wonderland? I have not heard of either of those. Those sound fun. Do I make lemon bars or apple fritters? I'm not really a fan of either, but I would probably go more towards lemon bars. Yeah, Byron Smith and the murders of Haley. Pfeiffer and Nicholas Brady. Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey! Shh. No. 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 No attitudes. Hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey! Get over it. Stop it. Stop it, you. You're grounded. You're grounded. You're grounded. Whole week. No, no treats for a year. Oh, that'll quiet you when I say no treats for a year. Do you think he was justified in killing the those two kids? No. I understand like the whole castle doctrine and all that, but I think the fact that he premeditated it to a degree by hiding his truck to make it look like he wasn't home, and then hiding in a certain spot in the basement and recording the whole thing, and the fact that he did like kills, like he shot them both, but then he went back to each of them, said some kind of like nasty comment to him, and then shot him again, like through the head, like they weren't actually dead until he fired again, after they were already down. I think he planned it. He didn't plan it for those two individuals in particular. I think he just orchestrated it to have someone, I guess, he orchestrated it to lure someone into his house. I understand the mentality of it to a degree, but also it's like it was overkill, and him recording it was also really creepy. I don't know. It's I mean, in the legal standpoint, in the law, it's he committed murder because they were not able to prove, they weren't able to prove like that it was like the whole castle doctrine, stand your ground thing. If he didn't move his truck, and they broke into his home, and he just sort of did that, like maybe up in the living room area or something, that would be a different story. I think it's just the fact that he hid his truck, then he hid himself downstairs, set up a tape recorder to record the whole thing, and then he shot both of them, and after they were already down, he then shot them again, like a kill shot, when he didn't need to do that. They were already down. He could have called the cops at that point. And the things he said to them, also like very suspicious, very questionable. Like, I understand his fear. I understand that. He kind of did, in a way, lure them, because he was literally down there waiting for someone to come in, and he even says he hid his truck, for the purpose of making it look like he wasn't there. And to that, in a legal standpoint, that's basically him trying to bait someone to come to his house, and that's the problem. When he leaves and parks his car away and then hides, he is baiting someone. He knows that there's a problem with break-ins, and this is a situation where he's like, I want them to break into my house. And his goal was to shoot. they wouldn't have entered his home if his truck was out there, more than likely. He did not need to kill them. That's the issue, because they weren't armed. They did not pose a physical threat to him, and he did the equivalent of kind of like shooting them in the back, almost, right? Like came out of the shadows and shot them non-fatally, then walked up to them and deliberately executed them. That right there is that's a huge issue. Correct. They had no right to go in. I'm not saying they had a right to go into his house at all. They broke the law by breaking into his home. Yeah. They should not have been doing that. That was dumb. So they were wrong for doing that. It's just he also was wrong for killing them. He was wrong for baiting them to break into the house. Well, yeah, if they had broken into the house several times before, which they had, and they had broken into other homes in the area, that's creating more of a motive for him to deliberately stop it himself by essentially becoming vigilante and killing them. So that's where I think the issue is. Like, I understand his level of fear, right? I understand his concern and his wanting to protect his house, but no, I know. I'm not saying he forced them to break into his house. What I'm saying is he baited them. He knew that by moving his truck, he did so on purpose for the idea that they would come into his house. He was charged with murder, and he was convicted. He's in prison for life. He got life without parole, from what I understand. So, like, no, it's not. He didn't force them to break into his house. That's correct. What he did was he knew the situation. He knew the problem. And he decided to create a scenario in which it would be more likely for those people to come into his house, if that makes sense. He didn't make them do it, but he made a situation that would make people who would break into homes, he created a situation that would coax them in by disguising his home as no one being there. And he did so while waiting in the basement holding a gun in his hand. And that's intent to kill. He had intent to kill. So they were wrong for breaking into his house. But, they should have been allowed to be prosecuted for that, for breaking that law. And they could have still been prosecuted for it had he not gone in for a kill shot afterwards. He already had them down. They were down. They had no guns on them. They were on the ground, shot, but alive. And then he went up to them point blank and shot them both, killing them. But they're not alive to be punished for what they did. Only he's allowed to be punished for what his actions. If his victims were alive, they would have also been punished for breaking in. They would have been. We're talking about the Byron Smith case. Happened several years ago. 2 teenagers broke into his house, and he basically laid in wait for them, and then he shot them both and killed them both. And then he ended up getting. He tried to say that it was like protecting your home, castle doctrine thing. Yeah. Hi. I don't really think it's wrong for people to protect their homes with guns. I just think it's, I don't know. Yeah. You can hear her begging for her life, and he said something really snarky. He said something really vile to her, and then shot her He put the gun, I believe, up to her chin and shot her through the head that way. That's murder at that point. He would have gotten away with it had he not killed them, and they would have been prosecuted. He would have had a much better chance of not getting any prison time, and they would have gotten time because he had their break-in on camera. Like, it was caught. He had it on camera. He had proof that these people had broken into his home. And so had he just, I guess, incapacitated them, right? And gone and just stopped there, it would have been, But personally, I think he did that with the intent of killing. I'm doing good. How are you? Molithanopolis. Ow! Don't bite me, you turd bucket. Yeah, no, I mean, if you have guns in your house, it's like you have every right to protect yourself and your family. I agree with that. It's like there's certain situations, so like this one where it's like, maybe a bit much, Like I'm not anti people owning guns for protection for themselves and their family. It's just this guy did not need to do what he did. Or shooting a teenager for ringing your doorbell, or shooting a pregnant woman for going onto the wrong driveway, or shooting a 6-year-old child because a ball bounced into someone's yard, or whatever the case may be. Like that's not what they're for. That is not protecting your home. That is being you're fear mongering. You're afraid of nonsense. Hi. Or what else was there? There was, hey, thanks, TJ. I appreciate it. My mom is doing much better, actually. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you doing that. Or what was it? Those two teenagers who got in the wrong car and boom, they were just shot. Like let's not do that. Oh, good night, Berlin. What did I cover today? I can't remember. I filmed all those videos last week. Yes, Michelle Lawless. That one's infuriating. That case pisses me off. Because the guy they convicted was 350 miles away from where she was when she was killed, and yet they still managed to convict him and put him away for 16 years. That one pissed me off so much. Like, and that's just, ugh. How does that even happen? How does that happen? He was in Illinois while she was in a different state. She was killed 350 miles away while he was at a party in a different state. Right, and then after he got out, he sued, got a whole bunch of millions of dollars, and then gave the sheriff's department that helped convict him, he gave them a ton of money to help solve this case. The case that they falsely convicted him of committing. That's a good dude right there. I don't think I could do that. I'm like, did you just put me in prison for 16 years? You're giving me all your money, and I ain't giving you squat. Maybe I would have given it to the family directly, but he gave it to the sheriff's department. That takes a lot of... He's got a good heart, I guess. Got a good heart, because I don't think I could do that. Meanwhile, her killer has still never been caught, and probably never will be at this point. And I think it's probably because of the fact that they did not investigate the correct people, and therefore the real killers had so much time to get rid of evidence because they weren't even being looked at. 350 miles away. That's just so crazy. And they even proved that he could not have physically driven there in that time frame, and he didn't even know her. They had no proof he had ever met her. But as some guy says he looks like the guy who may have done it. I don't know, whatever. Convict him. It's like, we don't want to do our jobs. Can someone else just, can we just put this guy away and just call it a day, even though that's like, meh. How did they even connect any of it to her? So, this is my favorite part, right? Jailhouse snitches. They relied on the word of 3 jailhouse snitches who were looking to get a deal on their own case. They wanted like less time or a lenient sentence on their own case, so they made up this story about how this kid is the one to have killed Michelle, and the police were like, oh, okay. Then they find out this guy was 350 miles away, and so they managed to get witnesses to say, oh, no, that's the guy I saw near the car or at a party in this town. And they relied on jailhouse snitches. This whole case started with that. It's just, ugh. And by the way, the case I'm talking about is the one I covered today on YouTube. The Michelle Lawless case. It's very infuriating. Her case is unsolved, and a man spent 16 years in prison for something that they even said after 16 years, they didn't just say, we're overturning your conviction because the evidence, blah, blah, blah. They overturned his conviction and said, we also are saying he is innocent of this crime. And that doesn't happen often. It's not often where after they screw up, they say, like, oh, well, we're not going to say he's innocent. We're just going to say the evidence just didn't prove it. But in this case, they're saying, no, he is literally innocent. And you put him in jail for 16 years for it. Oh, the 90-year-old Canada case, yeah. That'll never be solved, unfortunately. I hate to... It's cases that happened way back then, 90 years ago, when they didn't collect actual evidence and they didn't, interrogate the right people. And at this point, literally everyone involved in that case from Canada, they're all dead now. So like, no one will ever actually serve time for it. They may be able to find out who did it, but justice won't ever be served, which really sucks. Yeah, everyone's dead. All of the people in that case are dead. So that person actually got away with murder. Unless it was, maybe they got caught for another murder down the road and they did spend the rest of their life in jail. Who knows? It's possible that whoever did it. Canada, eh? I have more province to do for Canada cold cases, and that's the Northwest Territory. And then I'll be done with Canada. Then I'll have to pick a new place. All right, guys. I've been on for longer than an hour this time. You're welcome. I'm going to hop off now because it's getting late and I want to get the dogs outside one last time. I will have a new video for you tomorrow on YouTube. What is tomorrow's video? Tomorrow's video is Randy Wayne Leach. Randy Wayne Leach. He is a missing person. So that'll be covered tomorrow morning on my page. So, anyway, I will see you guys next time. So have a great night. Thank you all for your well wishes and prayers for my mom. I appreciate it. She also does. So, see you guys on the next time. All right. Toodles. Bye.